the box, we're gonna be offering to you a Blendtec blender that's so much more than a blender. It's almost unfair to call it a blender because you can virtually make everything. It replaces over 8 appliances, and whether it's meatloaf or you're gonna make your own homemade quiche or your own meatloaf, it is a machine to make an investment in. One of the things I'd like to do right out the gate is I wanna hear your phone calls, because if you own a Blendtec blender, then you know how remarkable this is. But before we get started, we wanna give you a chance to take advantage of up to 25% on some of our top kitchen brands. So be sure to go on to our website at hsn.com and check out all the great values that are there. But back to what we're gonna be doing this hour. We're gonna spend the next hour talking about how amazing and why you want to invest in our best buy of the day. Check it out. So you might start your day like others. We put strawberries and a little pineapple. We put a little wonderful grapes at the bottom. I'm gonna power this on, and I'm going to hit just one of the 6 pre-programmable buttons so that you can make your smoothies. I can sit back and relax because this smoothie, let me turn it off here, in just seconds, it's already ready. And that's what you're gonna be able to do with the Blendtec. I'm Marlo. I want you to be able to call and take advantage of this. Before you get sticker shock and you look at the price and you go, $299.95. I want you to just relax, because many of you know that there are other popular brands out there in blenders that are out there that you can pay 2 and 3 times the amount of money. Let us show you and prove to you why this might be a better choice. It replaces 8 appliances. So whether it's homemade soup or ice cream, I've never seen a wonderful blender that can make ice cream, or it's a margarita maker, it's a juicer, but you can make things like your own meatloaf. We're getting ready for fall. Today is the first day of fall. So this is when we really kick into full gear with baking. Whether it's your own made apple cider or muffins, this is going to be the perfect choice for you. So as I mentioned to you, it's our best buy of the day. We have the very best price in the nation. This is the most upgraded designer model. It's the 650 model. Back in June, we had the 625. It did incredibly well. And we are offering to you the latest and a higher end model, but at the same price. But here's what's additionally special. You are going to get this additional jar with the spatula. This alone is $129. It's coming with our today's special. We've got free shipping and handling. Our flex pay is $50. I'm gonna say it again. $50. We've got free flex pay, by the way. If you are looking for an amazing gift to give to someone, or if you're looking to shop for, I say, the ultimate in a blender, today happens to be your day. Here are your choices in colors. Beautiful sea foam, which is so beautiful and modern. Your classic black. We have the pomegranate, which has been very popular. If you want that one, don't wait. We also have your classic and really modern slate gray. I would like for you to meet the expert. We have Casey that's joining us. Casey not only is a mom, she's a lifestyle expert, and you've been with Blendtec now for over 7 years. It's so great to have you here today.
Thank you so much. I have been a passionate Blendtec owner since 2011 because I see every product. Trust me, in 17 years of being a lifestyle expert, I've seen it all. But in 2011, I kept hearing all this buzz, Blendtec, best blender, world's most advanced blender. And I couldn't get away from those YouTube videos. By the way, 500 million views of those crazy Will It Blend videos where Tom Dixon is putting rakes and iPhones and marbles. I don't recommend that. I recommend just using it for home use. But that's a testament to the power of Blendtec. So I'm going to show you some incredible versatility that will transform the way you think about blenders and Blendtec blenders. Their tagline is always better, and they have devoted themselves as a company in Orem, Utah to creating the best blenders. 400 families in Orem, Utah create these blenders from top to tail, start to finish, and that is really hugely important. I'm putting in kiwi with the fur, apple, pineapple core, because why not? cantaloupe with the seeds, strawberry with the greens on it. Now, you're looking at all this, and I ask you, does your blender at home do this? Because if you've got the other guy's blender or an El Cheapo blender that you saw on sale, you know the ones you have to get a new one every 2 years, but you think it's a hot deal at the time? You know it can't handle this. Spinach. If your blender at home, if you put spinach in and spinach comes out in the whole leafy form, it means you don't have a Blendtec blender. If you've ever been disappointed in a blender, it hasn't been a Blendtec blender because they are so phenomenal. Pop on that lid, and then we talk about those presets. Here's the genius. This is a blender with a brain built into it. Engineers have designed this so that whether it's batters, crushing ice or frozen drinks, smoothies, ice cream, whole juices with the pulp for all that fiber, or soups, you are getting absolutely perfect results. So I'm gonna press that whole juice button. And then check it out. There's no tamper, there's no stir stick, there's no dials. You don't have to babysit your blender. Hey, I got enough to do. I got enough kids to keep an eye on with 3 sons. I don't need to be staring at my blender too. So your blender will automatically shut off when the results are perfect. Wow. How great is that?
No, it's amazing. And I know, Casey, you mentioned to me, throughout the day you've had wonderful calls. Those of you who love your Blendtec blender, call us. We want to hear from you. If you've seen those videos, or if you've heard about it and you're excited to buy it, as you place your orders, stay on the phone lines and talk to us. So it's gonna, when it's done,
Exactly, it has a countdown in the front. So in 12 seconds, 11, 10.
look at that.
And the reason why it knows how to blend this perfectly is because for decades, engineers of Blendtec have figured out the right time to rev up and the right time to rev down.
All right, we can pause for a moment
Yeah.
because how many of you have blenders that you own right now that will literally count itself down and shut itself off? I mean, it really is the Rolls-Royce Ferrari. It is that luxury of all blenders, and today we offer it at $299.95 with the retail price, just so that you know, of $579. If you're not on the phones ordering this one, it's the Designer 650, it's the upgraded model. I want you to examine this smoothie carefully because no lumps, no bumps.
No kiwi skin, you don't see any leaf of spinach fall in there, you don't see any strawberry stem or cantaloupe seeds. All you see is perfect velvety goodness. And you wanna know why? Because Blendtec blenders are used commercially. These are used in restaurants.
Yes.
Professional chefs use them in smoothie bars, and there you can't mess around with results. It's not, oh, sorry, sir. Well, anyway, $8, please.
Yes, you're not kidding.
It's gotta be good.
Well, I am inviting you to shop throughout the day. This has been very popular. When I arrived to work, I know we were more than halfway sold out on the day. I do know that the pomegranate red is very popular, although I have my eye on the seafoam.
Isn't it retro?
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's kind of retro, but it's so pretty. It's very coastal.
Oh, I love it. You choose the color that works best for you. We have a slate gray and we have the black, but this is a one-day only special. We're including 30 recipes with this one. You won't find a better value than today, right here at HSN. We give everybody a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Love that, love that.
The first time you use this, you're gonna go, where have you been all my life?
And just in time for all of the holidays and
Yes.
making great meals. But it's so wonderful because it's not a one-trick pony. It doesn't just blend a good smoothie, it does nut butters as well. So here I've taken the twister jar. This is a bonus, this is included, and normally it costs a lot more if you're purchasing it separately. But here's the twister jar, and I filled it with nuts. The end, just peanuts. I pop it on top, and now I can make homemade nut butter in just seconds. Check this out. Give it a twist. You can already see the peanuts have crushed up. Take a look at this. The longer you leave it in the twister jar, the warmer, the gooier, the softer, the smoother that nut butter. So if you like a nut butter that's crunchy, you can take it out a little sooner. If you like a nut butter that's smooth and warm, leave it in longer. Because this has 1,560 watts of power, because this is 3 peak horsepower, because this is using a cold forged steel blade that I can't wait to show you in just a sec. The blade is going to blow your mind. So the blade is so incredible. Here it is, 3 inches, and it's not sharp. I can't wait, Marlo, to show you in just one sec with another demonstration. I'm gonna ask you to put your hand in and touch that blade in just a sec. But here's the beauty of it. The engineers at Blendtec discovered that a blunt blade will do a better job with a high-powered motor at pulverizing your foods. So if you have a blender at home with a sharp blade, you know what that really means? You have a pretty wimpy motor. You have a weak motor on your blender. Look at that nut butter. So delicious.
That's amazing. I mean, the fact that you can do that, and by the way, have you priced nut butter in supermarkets?
Almond butter, and you know what you can do as well? Hazelnuts with a little bit of cocoa powder gives you that chocolatey hazelnut spread. Except, here's what you don't have to put in it. Sugar, salt, preservatives, and all those other things.
Casey, I want to pause for a moment because I want to talk about the value of that particular jar. Remember, you're getting 2, but it's important to emphasize that this one is a special buy. It comes with it. And here's why. Alone, this jar and this spatula would typically cost you an additional, you guys ready for this? $130.
Yeah.
It's included with your purchase. There are so many reasons why you should act and call and place your orders and shop with this for our today's special. You heard me mention that it's been very popular on the day. Yes, it might be more than what you're used to paying for a blender, but you're not paying the $579 price. And you know all those big brands that are out there. Ours has a longer warranty. Ours actually will fit on your countertop, right underneath your counters. A lot of the blenders out there won't do that.
That's true, and it always gives you totally professional results no matter what. Here's another look at some great Blendtec innovations. See this square jar? Blendtec invented the square jar. Often imitated, never duplicated, and also that blunt blade. By the way, all metal gearing on your Blendtec blenders. So whether it's the direct drive socket right here that's all metal, or it's the part of the blender that connects to the direct drive, the blade connects up automatically. These are usually plastic on other blenders, which is why they break so quickly. You know that smoke smell where you're like, does someone smell tires burning in my house? So touch that blade. Don't do this with any other blender.
Wow.
Sharp blades mean weak motors.
Nice heavy gauge too,
heavy,
as well.
Super, super powerful. In fact, check this out. I'm just gonna put a handful of rice in, and that's it. It's not even touching the blade. I don't care. I know what my Blendtec blender can do. Pop the lid on, and I want you to see how powerful this motor is. It's actually going to grab the rice, pick it up, and grind it. Imagine that. So now you have a grain mill, the old-fashioned way, back in the pioneer times, where you would take rice and turn it into rice flour, or wheat berries and turn it into wheat flour, or corn and turn it into cornmeal. Now you can do it with your Blendtec blender. Can your blender at home act as a grain mill? You know, I don't recommend trying it because you'll probably blow your motor, but that's how powerful this blender is.
I've never seen any other blender do this.
Isn't that amazing?
And I think it really sets you up for success when you think about value, because this gives you an opportunity. Remember, it replaces 8 different appliances in your kitchen. There is no other blender on the market quite like this. And if you'd like to order our today's special, we want you to give us a call. Coffee grinder, it's a mixer, it's a food processor. I mean, it's a meat grinder, for goodness sake. So you think about what you've paid in the past for all of those kitchen appliances. And most of us really want to kind of streamline, don't we?
I don't want to be searching for, where's my coffee grinder? Where's my grain mill?
And who has the space?
And who has the time or the money? When you add up all those different appliances, even if it's a stand mixer and a food processor, this replaces all of those. We can do pizza dough in here. You can make coleslaw. You can shred vegetables. You can grind meats. You can do so much with this one appliance. There's a reason why this is a premium product, because the quality is there. Made in the USA in Orem, Utah, 400 families literally producing these with their hands in that assembly line with big smiles on their faces too, because they know that they are giving you top of the line product. An 8-year warranty, most products you get 30 days if you're lucky.
Oh, I agree. I can't think of one appliance, not my refrigerator or dishwasher, not your stove or oven.
Right.
or even your washer and dryer that comes with an 8-year warranty.
Oh, and someone on Facebook made a comment saying that the customer service is second to none. So it's not like you call them up, it's like, who are you?
Exactly. Well, again, give us a call. We're showing you some of the features. We definitely want to hear from you and your thoughts. Don't forget that you have 2 jars that comes along with this. The twister is a 37-inch, and then, of course, our wide side jar that you're seeing Casey use is a 90-ounce. You get the spatula. You're going to get the Blending 101 Quick Start Guide with this one. You're also going to get 30 recipes with this. And again, made in the USA. Look at the expert results. If you've been in the smoothie shop, and most of us have.
Yeah, how much did that cost?
$8. $8 on average.
$8. And you know what they add to their smoothies? And you have to really be careful. They usually add a sugary base liquid to it to give it a really sweet taste. So if you're looking to modify your diet, to cut calories, to get all that goodness, if your doctor said to you like, hey, you better watch the salt, this is a great first step in eating healthier. So here we've got a berry citrus smoothie. And Marlo, can you try this?
Sure.
Look how tiny the straw is. If there was a lump or a chunk, it's not going to fit through that straw.
Oh my gosh, you got to see how smooth it is. You're right, it's the skinniest little straw ever.
I'm like, can we find the skinniest straws that exist just to prove how smooth and delicious that is?
That's delicious.
That's so good.
If I purchased this at a smoothie shop, paid my $8, I'd leave happy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But you think about the amount of money that you and your family can save. And we all want to eat healthy, and this gives you an opportunity to be able to do it with such great ease. We hope that you will call. I'm gonna move over a little bit, and I actually dropped my card, so I'm gonna
move this way.
I'm gonna pick them up.
You go that way, I go this way. This is a Blendtec tortilla soup. It's just honestly the most incredible soup using water, tomatoes, red peppers. We also have avocado in here, onion, garlic, and a little bit of cumin. I'm gonna pop it over on a base over here. But hot soup in 3 minutes? You can't open a can of that blob of soup and then stir it up with water and get it on the stove and be ready in 3 minutes. How does it work? Because I know, here's that little soup button. When I first got my blender, I thought, is there a heating element or something in here? It's actually friction. As soon as I press that button, that blade's going 300 miles per hour, 3 peak horsepower, 1,560 watts. If you're someone that loves engineering, you automatically love Blendtec Blenders.
Well, I agree. And you know what's interesting about this? Here at HSN, we are just like other traditional retail stores. We have a variety of great products. A few years ago, saw one of those big brand names out there, and I thought, wow, that's an amazing blender.
Yeah.
And I paid a lot more for that blender than for this Blendtec. But I gotta tell you, being here at HSN for 21 years and seeing tons of different appliances and products, this outperforms the one that I have at home all day long. And it's a fraction of the cost, it has a better warranty, it's more powerful, and it's smarter. It's like the smart design when it comes to blenders. By the way, this model is the Designer 650. So it's a more advanced model than we've offered in June.
Which sold out.
Which sold out, and it's a better price.
Yeah.
So choose the color that you love. The pomegranate red is still the most popular, but we've got a beautiful deep slate gray. A lot of people are doing their kitchen cabinets in this color now. We've got black. We also have a pretty lighter seafoam. Think holidays, think about your children and grandchildren. Those of you that are big foodies, and a lot of our HSN customers are. It's the ultimate, and we've got it at the best price in the nation with free shipping and handling, and you can own it for $50 plus tax on your first
You spend more going out for dinner.
Oh, without a doubt.
That's amazing that they can make this. This sauce is so incredible. Make the sauce yourself with your Blendtec blender. Okay, I've got to show you this ice cream. I'm doing hot soup right now, and I'm about to show you that I can also make delicious ice cream. This is the best recipe. I can't wait to just blow your socks off with this. It's called creamsicle ice cream. We've got some cream. We've got some protein powder. So we've got some protein in this. Now watch this. Avocado is gonna make it really creamy. A little wedge of orange is all you need. Now get this. Veggie time, cabbage, and carrots. If you're thinking right now, that woman is nuts, she's absolutely insane, I'm gonna change your mind because Marlo, you have not tasted this recipe.
I have
You look
not.
skeptical based on your face.
Well, the carrots and the cabbage really are throwing me for a little bit of a loop.
Okay, watch how Blendtec Blenders can literally take vegetables and some key ingredients and turn it into something so phenomenal tasting just by pressing that little ice cream cone button. So listen to this. Blendtec Blenders have been engineered to give you perfect results every time. We know that. So you hear it's nice and slow. It kind of gurgles. And then you're gonna hear it any second now rev up and get louder. There it is. So first it chops the ingredients, then it gets them all nice and frothy. I'm gonna add a little bit more ice because I want this ice cream to be thick. Let's get some ice in there. Put it in there, pop it in the top. Woohoo! And it's almost ready. Oh, there we go. And then it shuts off automatically in about 15 seconds. There's a little countdown on the front as well. Okay, I need you to try this. My hot soup's ready, my ice cream's ready.
So I want to stop you just for a moment because with the blender that I have at home, it's a big brand name. If I said the name, you would know it. They're the ones that cost $500-600.
Yeah.
Mine has knobs.
You gotta babysit that.
Because
you don't know when to start and stop.
Well, that's what, when I saw this, how it gurgled, and then it revved up, and then it kind of slowed down. So this one does it all for you, which means that you're gonna get expert results every single time.
And that's the key, because not only are these kind of like the ones that the professionals use, these are the blenders that the professionals use.
That's the whole point.
Exactly.
That's why you want this at home. It is going to blow your mind.
Oh, yes.
And I don't care what other blender that you have, this is what all the excitement is about. We're thrilled to have this as our best buy of the day. Take advantage of it. We'll go over the offer, but this is ice cream.
This is ice cream, so you're going to get a soft serve. I would have personally added more ice to this one. I can tell it's so hard under these studio lights here because everything tends to melt a little bit more quickly. But at home, follow the recipe and you should be absolutely fine. You're not letting your ice sit for 20 minutes under lights. But give this a go while I fetch, actually no, I need to stay here and watch your face.
Yeah.
Avocado, cabbage, carrots, protein powder, an orange wedge, and some cream.
All right.
And you're thinking, I know, I love this. Here we go. Let's get a close-up on her face, too, because I'm so confident. Here we go.
Oh, it's delicious. But it's so good.
Can you imagine? You're eating your vegetables.
That's so deliciously weird.
You're eating half your
It's so good.
You're eating half your daily recommended serving
I'll be honest
of veggies.
with you, though. If you had not told me there were carrots, I wouldn't know.
Oh,
that's
100%.
the beauty of it. So good.
You could literally sit there and eat this ice cream for breakfast, and it's good for you. Imagine that.
Wow.
Hey, kids, who wants ice cream for breakfast?
So I want to talk to you. Our show is a live show. Our studios are in St. Petersburg, Florida. We are so happy to have Casey, our expert, joining us. And we are more than honored to be able to offer to you this high-quality blender at a phenomenal value. I have to ask you to consider purchasing this. As you're placing your orders, our telephone number is right at the bottom of your screen, so please call us. Many of you own the Blendtec. Maybe you purchased the previous model, which was a 625 back in June. This is the step above. This is the 650, and it's at the same price. And it's and you also get the additional jar and twist, and that's a $130 value.
I'm calling that the chubby checker.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Twister.
So call us, don't wait. I know, like I said before, when I was preparing for the show, we were already more than halfway sold out. This, without a doubt, will not be around. When you start doing your research and you understand that this is that Blendtec?
You mean 8-year warranty?
That
Blendtec?
People are like definitely making the investment.
Yeah, you keep this out on your countertop because it's the first thing people that know good quality products will see on your kitchen counter and go, oh, excuse me.
Yeah, and you can pay more.
She's got a
You
Blendtec.
can easily pay more and not get better performance. So I want you to consider this one because there are a lot of different choices that are out there. This is pretty amazing.
Okay, so we just did the ice cream that had veggies in it. But
so good.
Tastes awesome. I want to show you something now, a hot soup. This is our tortilla soup. You can see the steam coming off that soup on my apron. But here's the good news. That steam comes from the friction of the blade. Because it spins so fast over that course of 3 minutes, you get this velvety, delicious soup. But if you're a raw foodie, or you want to become a raw foodie, this soup is okay for you because it doesn't heat higher than 101 degrees. So it still maintains all of the nutritional integrity. If you're a raw foodie and you're thinking, you know, I miss the days when I used to have hot soup. And all these vegetables were put in here raw. This was raw red pepper, fresh tomato. We had some cilantro.
Delicious?
Cap it off with a little bit of cilantro on top. It looks so pretty and vibrant and colorful. No added salt, no added colors, no artificial flavors, all natural.
It's the way that we want to eat. And I think the reason why a lot of us don't is because we're busy and we've got kids and work and we're trying to exercise.
Life.
We've got life. And what's wonderful about this product is that it makes it easy. So this is something that is going to be a wise investment for you and your family. We want to hear from you. Don't forget, we've got free shipping and handling, and $50 gets us at home.
5 seconds, by the way, to creamy pesto. Did you see that? Pine nuts, garlic, some olive oil.
I mean, it was like so quick.
I know, 5 seconds. An avocado makes it really creamy. I want you to see this. Fresh, delicious,
oh
beautiful,
my gosh, that looks so good.
Does that not look absolutely amazingly delicious?
So good.
And that's what it's all about with Blendtec, is getting restaurant quality results without having to be a chef. You can be clueless in the kitchen and your Blendtec blender will get the job done. I should point out also on the front of these blenders, it's a clean touch interface. So when you do get a big mess going all over your blender, the jar itself is dishwasher safe, but it's easy to wipe up and easy to clean. Because hey, I don't need any more work in the kitchen, right? The blade doesn't come apart. You don't have to worry about dismantling the parts. It's just simple, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna grab some ice because one of the keys, I'm gonna grab this ice. One of the keys to a great blender is, can it crush ice? Can your blender at home crush ice, or do you have lumps and chunks and crunch, crunch, crunch? I'm gonna show you how the Blendtec blender, I just press that frozen drink button. Probably 6 seconds, I have snow. Perfect snow. Take a look at this.
Wow.
I need to show you this. I'm gonna put my hand in here just for 1 sec. Not very hygienic, but I need to show you how powdery that is.
I mean, really, that's jaw-dropping.
Isn't that incredible? So it gives you perfect shaved ice. They actually sell margarita machines out there.
Sure they do.
For about $300-400 that only make margaritas. Imagine being able to make your favorite blended drink, the ones you have on vacation that you love so much, then you get home and try to create it in your own blender and it just doesn't work.
That's worth it alone.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So
if you enjoy a good margarita,
if you like a good daiquiri or a pina colada, or
it's worth it alone.
So listen to how it starts low again, because it's just mixing the ingredients lightly, and then it revs up. That's where the aeration happens. That's where you end up with that perfect drink. And guess what blenders they're using? By the way, your favorite resorts, when they give you these perfect drinks, they're using Blendtec blenders. So you might as well take what the pros use home and fall in love with it for all the reasons, besides the fact that it replaces 8 appliances on your counter, besides the fact that it has an 8-year warranty, besides the fact that there are families in Orem, Utah, 400 of them proudly making these blenders, not using outsourced parts from abroad, using American-made parts that are made at their facility. They're very proud of that. Perfect. That's a reason to have a margarita right there. No, to celebrate all those reasons.
No doubt about it. You know, one of the things that I just figured out, because we've all made daiquiris at home or margaritas and things like that, but mine have never come out the way that they do at the restaurants. I don't know about yours.
Are you chewing on yours probably with the hunks of ice?
I am. I mean,
crunch,
like I said, I have a very good blender, but
you're still guessing.
But that's where I was going with this. And that's what I figured out about this. I don't turn mine up and down because you turn on one speed, you don't know what to do. Yeah. The beauty of this is that it already has pre-programmed the smarts of knowing how to rev it up, turn it down so that you get that smooth, soft, creamy ice in your margaritas. I mean, when I tell you this is really going to allow you to be able to step up your game, I want you to upgrade. This is a complete and total upgrade. Oh, don't miss your chance. I mean,
it's an investment. This is a blender
wise one
that is going to be in your kitchen kitchen for years and years and years. I mean, hey, I'm into 4,000 some odd blends on mine, and I've had it since 2011. And you look at it as, you know, this personal assistant in the kitchen. It always does the job properly. The quality is there, every single detail. And believe me, in an hour, I don't even have time to get into some of the incredible details, like the fact that this little spatula never touches your counter when it's on its back. There's a little curve to it, so it never gets all goopy. Or that the handle on that BPA-free jar, 90 ounces by the way, the handle has a hole in the bottom so that in a commercial capacity at a smoothie shop, when they're rinsing and drying them, no water gets trapped in that handle. In fact, when this jar was tested by the National Safety inspectors, they found this to be one of the cleanest jars they'd ever seen in their life in terms of being easy to clean, dishwasher safe, by the way. So this has it all. Blendtec, they pride themselves on making these blenders for you to last a lifetime so that you and your family can enjoy real, whole, delicious foods. This is a pumpkin pie smoothie.
Oh my goodness.
Perfect for fall.
I was gonna say, welcome fall. Today is the first day of fall, so happy fall to all of you.
Oh,
can you imagine this time of year with you and your family? You know, every demo, this becomes
so mouth-watering.
This becomes better and better. You know, I think when you look at the initial investment and you go, oh my gosh, $300, but when you really think about price per use and how often you're going to use this.
And everything it can do for you.
And the level of satisfaction of being able to make your own homemade dressings and margaritas and drinks. You really are going to think that this is going to be such a wise investment and smart investment. Don't miss it. I don't know how our buyers have done this to be able to partner with Blendtec to bring this to you. This is typically $579. I mean, you do the math there, that you're looking at paying over $200 more for this, for everything that we're including. Actually, more than that. So don't miss it. It's only here today. When we started, more than half the quantity was already gone. I'm gonna try this smoothie.
You try that. I'm gonna whip up in literally seconds without a food processor, without a stand mixer. You know what's in there? Yogurt. This is actually, so Greek yogurt, pumpkin puree, not the stuff that's all candied with all the additives. And also on top of that, we've added some pumpkin spice. Does that not taste delicious?
It's delicious.
And a little wedge of orange. Creamy and delicious. So I'm just gonna fire this up. I've got cocoa powder, chocolate chips. We're doing blender brownies. One of my favorite Blendtec recipes. And you don't need, again, a food processor or a stand mixer. This one appliance does it all. For your baking needs, your cooking needs, your chopping needs. Look at all that fudgy goodness. I called it a fudgy vortex earlier. And I said, this is the type of batter that when you're in the privacy of your own home, you may be licking the spoon and things might get dirty fast.
I think so too.
Are you ever like that when you're alone, you're licking the spoon and you've got it all over your face and you're like, I really hope that my house doesn't have cameras in it right now.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna take a moment because I want to show everybody the value once again.
Yeah, sure.
So that you really understand that this is the lowest price in the country. Take advantage of it, and here it is in black and white. So this is that 650 model. This is the designer model. So I want to make that very clear. It's their designer model. And just the blender alone is $449.95. We're $150 less than that price, just for the blender, but we're including the $130 twister jar and spatula. Now, anybody who can do some real great math understands that that is a phenomenal value, like extraordinary, like wow.
Like call your mom, like, and your girlfriend.
And all your sister and your daughter-in-law, or any of the men in your lives that cook. Because when I say that this is truly extraordinary, you should definitely be on the phone lines ordering this. We're gonna show you more. All right, what do you have here?
Almond milk. So many people can't have lactose or are trying to avoid dairy. You go to the store, you have to go to the health food store, even your grocery store, they're expensive. So these are just almonds that we've blanched overnight, a little bit of vanilla extract, and water. That is it, and I added some ice. So I'm just gonna turn on my Blendtec blender and take a peek. Here's another great feature. Your Blendtec blender, when you power it on, shows you on the screen how many times you've used it. So it's kind of a motivator because because you see it first, 1, 2, 3, then fast forward a couple months and you're into 50, 60, 100, and you think to yourself, wow, I've actually made 100 good choices by opting for something fresh and healthy instead of something that's prepackaged. So you can see that this is just plain old almonds, some water, and some pure vanilla extract. And you don't even have to add that if you don't want to. This isn't loaded with salt, preservatives. It's not sitting in a Tetra Pak on a shelf for years. It's fresh and it's delicious. You could make cashew milk. You could make any kind of milk you want. Look at how beautiful this is.
That is unreal. You know, it's funny, Casey, I just thought about it. I was in that gourmet coffee place, buying a cup of coffee. I had a meeting in a little coffee shop with someone and I bought a cup of coffee. I just remember when I was in that coffee place at that counter and I was looking behind that counter.
Blendtec. You see a square jar.
They were using a Blendtec blender.
Yeah, I mean, this is what the pros use, and this is why this is so phenomenal.
$4 and $5 for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, and you wonder why they've got those fancy leather chairs in there, because they're making a lot of money from those expensive drinks. This is just so frothy and delicious and nutritious. Cashew milk, almond milk. You know, before I got my Blendtec blender, I had no idea how to make almond milk. I was like, wait a minute, how do you get milk from a nut? This doesn't make any sense. But it looks so beautiful and it's all natural. You get to control what you like in your recipes, not what someone else told you to put in there.
Well, I want to give you some measurements on this because most of you would want to know, will this fit underneath my counter? The answer is yes, it should fit under most of your counters because this Blendtec blender only stands about 15.5 inches high. So it's 15.5 inches high, 9.25 inches wide. So if you're ordering it, remember your beautiful colors, and I want to show them to you again. I'm so excited for you because I know what this is going to do for you and your family. I think it's going to motivate you to try more recipes. I think it will motivate you to buy and make things from scratch rather than buying things with a lot of the salt and the sugar and the preservatives. Here are all the beautiful colors. You can't really make a mistake. They're all gorgeous. This pomegranate, which is like this deep, expensive looking red, is the most popular. It's stunning. They're all beautiful, but the pomegranate is the #1 choice. Here is that slate gray, which is phenomenal. This is like an aqua, but we're calling it seafoam. And if you're on Pinterest a lot, you'll notice that a lot of people are using this as accents in their kitchen. We even have done a little bit of that here at HSN. And then we have your classic black. So you're gonna get the larger 30-ounce jar, but you're also going to get the additional jar. And you're gonna get the spatula. So there are 2 jars that come along with it. Here's why that's important. Just to buy the blender on its own, if you're gonna go and say, hey, I'm just gonna get the Blendtec blender, like at a store today, you're gonna pay over $400 and almost $450 just for this, all right? Our price for everything is $299. However, this jar and this spatula that we're also including would be an additional $130. So I don't know why you would shop anywhere else for this ever, because this value is so outstanding. We're gonna give you the owner's manual with it, that comes with it, but we're also going to start you off with some wonderful recipes. So you really are gonna be a pro in no time. I think this might be upside down there. I think you'll be a pro in no time with this. And our testimonial talk line is open. If you have an opportunity to call us, let us know your thoughts. This is really a phenomenon when you really think about it, when people are on YouTube and watching videos of people throwing all sorts of things in this blender. They're trying to hurt it. But the quality is so terrific that it comes with an 8-year warranty, and it could potentially be, I would imagine if it has an 8-year warranty, it'll probably be the last blender that you'll have to buy at least in the next decade or so.
That you totally hit the nail on the head.
You'll probably have to buy another car before you have to replace this blender.
Oh my gosh, you may be on a different marriage before you have to replace this.
Yeah, it's true, it's true.
This blender will last you years and years and years. Unprecedented warranty in the industry, but that's because in Orem, Utah, where 400 families make these blenders, they put their heart and soul into these components, and this is decades of research. Blendtec has been around for a few decades, and they keep evolving as technology evolves. This is the 650, in the spring, in June, well, I guess it was the summer, we had the 625, it's sold out. This is 6 presets, 8 speeds, 1,560 watts, a blade that goes up to 300 miles per hour. This is serious business.
Wow.
And that twister jar for your nut butters. In fact, we wanted to show you how versatile this is, that this entire table is created using a Blendtec blender. So don't just think of this as a smoothie shop. This is not a smoothie shop. It can be a great smoothie shop if you want to start a business, but while you're at it, why don't you add, you know, sweet potato pie to your business?
Yes.
Because you can make it with a Blendtec blender.
Yum.
Or tomato soup. Pizza dough in your Blendtec blender. How about the sauce, the marinara sauce for the pizza? We've got over here, we made the crust on top of our rosemary chicken pot pies. The meatloaf, we ground the meat in our Blendtec blender. Here's an apple cider that we made, as well as an apple crumble. We did the crumble and the crust inside the Blendtec blender.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
What can't you do with your Blendtec blender?
And with
it's
all
amazing.
the shopping that you're gonna be doing, with all the planning, with the family and friends that might be coming over. Casey and I were talking a little bit earlier, and we got into a conversation about how early we like to start. Now,
Yeah.
we have something in common. We like to start early with doing all of our prep and cooking for Thanksgiving and Christmas because
we want to enjoy ourselves.
Right. So I look at this and I go, oh my gosh.
Oh,
for
it's
me,
so great.
I want this as I start to think about the meals and the dishes that I'm gonna be preparing for Thanksgiving. It's gonna make life easier. It'll make my dishes turn out that much more better.
If you're doing
you know?
cranberry sauce, hey, one quick hack that I love with my Blendtec blender, and by the way, I'm doing a carrot pineapple juice right now. With all that fiber right in there, a little knob of ginger just takes it over the top. But here's what I like to do. I like to take my onion, drop it in, pulse, 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 because there is a pulse button. I haven't talked a lot about it, but there's a pulse button. Something nasty like chopping onions or garlic.
Right.
This is just so easy. You just stick your ingredients right inside with that whole onion, pulse, pulse, pulse. It's chopped for you that fast. Because this is BPA free, because it's dishwasher safe, cleanup is so simple and so easy. This will get all your Thanksgiving, Christmas, holiday, Easter, birthdays, no matter what the holiday or special occasion, and every day, all that prep and all that meal making done super easily.
And you'll be able to clean up your countertop.
Oh my gosh.
You
yeah.
won't have to have the food
One
processor,
appliance.
the chopper, the this, the that. Remember, one appliance and it does it all. We definitely hope that you will call us. Our testimonial talk line is open. We are here live. This is Casey. Casey happens to be a lifestyle expert, and she's our Blendtec expert today.
I'm obsessed with Blendtec.
No, but I see
How
why.
can you? I know. You honestly,
it's not hard.
It's one of those nerdy things when you become a Blendtec lover where you start telling people. People might comment on your blender, and then 30 minutes later, I'm like, and then, and they're sorry they asked. But you're so passionate about Blendtec blenders when you own one, because you think to yourself, I could have used this 10 years ago. I could have used this 5 years ago. I could have used this 5 days ago. So what are you waiting for? Because Blendtec blenders really enhance your life in all the right ways, saving you time and giving you delicious results. Like, see these almonds? I can turn them into almond butter in no time. A jar of almond butter at the store, loaded with oil. This way, and who knows what else, sometimes salt, mostly salt. Here you get to put whatever kind of almonds or nuts, cashews, hazelnuts, and you get perfect almond butter. I mean, look at how great this is. If I'm doing something like even a hummus using this twister jar, and by the way, you use it for anything thicky or sticky. That's how I remember what you use this little twister jar.
That. Thicky or sticky.
If it's thicky or sticky. But when you're using it, you decide what the ingredients are. You can do hazelnuts with cocoa powder, and you've got that delicious chocolatey hazelnut spread. Here we've got the perfect after-school snack with apples or pretzels. So you have the saltiness of the pretzel mixed in with that incredible almond butter. Hey, you do it your way with Blendtec. Nobody's the boss of you anymore.
I'm just thinking about the amount of money. If I were at a smoothie shop, that's $8.
Each.
Each. You're right.
This is actually at my grocery store, $10 for a jar of almond butter.
I was gonna say, I know at mine.
And that's no name.
It's like $9 or so. If you're buying organic, it's gonna get you a little bit higher there.
Yep.
But you think about, when you do the math, you really end up saving so much more money by doing it yourself. But it's not just about saving money. It's about being healthier as well, because you're avoiding all the sodium and all the preservatives and all the extra added sugar. But there's a third component. There's a level of satisfaction of being able to do it yourself.
Gosh, you feel like such a pro. Even if you don't know your way around a kitchen, you can't mess up because the pre-programmed settings always give you perfect results. Here's a baking hack. If you're someone that loves baking, you know recipes call for icing sugar, and I don't know why, but you never have enough.
Yes.
You just take granulated sugar, or even sugar cubes if you have them, pop them in your Blendtec blender, and it turns them into icing sugar so that you can just keep on baking those shortbread cookies or whatever it is. So this is also a grain mill. Have you ever bitten into a popcorn kernel and thought, I think I lost a tooth? You know how hard popcorn kernels are. Watch as I turn this again into a grain mill. Fire it up. Popcorn kernels have met their match when they're up against a 3-inch cold forged wingtip blade steel from Blendtec. Remember, Blendtec blades are not sharp. If you have a sharp blade in your blender, you have a wimpy motor in your blender, which is why they had to put the sharp blade in, because they're trying to compensate for the lack of power. Blendtec blenders don't even have a sharp blade, but look at the results. Not even a sharp blade, because they think that taking a hammer to a block of ice is going to give you better results than taking a little razor blade. Check this out. Feel this, Marlo. It's like warm cornmeal. So now you've got fresh cornmeal.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Really? I mean, I'm not saying anything quite like this. If you're impressed, you should be. It is top of the line.
Yeah.
And we're offering it to you at an incredible value. I want to show you that if purchased separately value once again. I'm inviting you to shop. Free shipping and handling. We can ship this to you with free shipping. We've got FlexPay. Our FlexPay is free. And this interest-free, and everyone can use FlexPay. All you need to use is a major credit card. It's $49.99 to be able to get this at home. Look at the map. Look at our today's special price at $299.95. And look at the top line where it says blender for $49.95. That's what the blender cost. But we're including that $130 twister jar with the spatula at the price of $299.95. So look at the savings that you're getting there. That's an over $200 savings for today while supplies last, and they're going fast. Because when you do your research, and I encourage you to do it, today, right here at HSN, we've got the lowest price in the nation. I'm gonna say it again. Lowest price in the nation, 8-year warranty. Choose the color that you love. If you want that pomegranate red, it is our #1, and it's the fastest selling choice of the 4 choices that we're offering to you. You will love it. Our previous model, which was the 625, this is an upgrade. The previous model became a huge customer pick, just so that you know.
Oh, totally, and it's sold out in June, which was the previous model. I have to say, because we've all been there before, you know what it's like. Sometimes you're like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna spend $70. How many $70 blenders have you purchased over your lifetime?
Good question.
Here's actually a really interesting fact before I make this jolly green smoothie. Tom Dixon, founder and creator of Blendtec Blenders, he received for his wedding a shoddy blender. Have we not all been there? And he thought to himself in the 70s, because he was an inventor and an engineer, he thought, there has to be a way to create the world's best blender. And to say he's been obsessed, and Blendtec has been obsessed with that perfection, that pursuit of perfection, is an understatement. And that's what Blendtec blenders are. They're the culmination of that desire that nobody ever receives a shoddy blender ever again for their wedding. Blendtec blender, it's the last blender you will ever own, and if you've ever been disappointed with the blender, it was not a Blendtec. So I'm just gonna press my smoothie button, and I walk away because it has presets. So Tom Dixon and all the engineers at Blendtec, all the geniuses behind this technology, created a blender that knows when to rev up, there it goes, and when to rev down. It knows the perfect speed that a blender needs to be at to pulverize spinach, and the fuzz on a kiwi, and to take popcorn kernels and to turn them into cornmeal, and to take ice and to turn it into snow. You don't get that with any other blender. This is a blender with a brain inside. You're getting the greatest, most advanced blender technology that there is in the world. That's why Blendtec is known as the most advanced blender in the world. And you get to have that in your kitchen. Instead of the odds and sods and a coffee grinder here and a food processor there. You get one appliance that does it all, from your doughs to your desserts to your smoothies to your drinks to everything in between. One blender that sits on your countertop right underneath your cabinetry that you can rely on and turn to every day. My kids use it. I can't tell you the number of times I'm in my office and I hear the Blendtec rev up. My kids all play sports and they love making, they all have their own smoothie that they like to make, whichever way they make it, or even for desserts. It's so nice to be able to make a healthy frozen yogurt or ice cream, something delicious that I know I can control the ingredients for my family. How perfect is that? Spinach, we've got all green vegetables mixed in here as well, and fruits. And I want you to have a little taste of this because it's so fresh and delicious. And then I'm gonna make, is that not good? And look how tiny the straw is. You saw me put all that ice in.
It's so smooth and it's so delicious.
You don't see any leaves of spinach floating around?
It's wonderful. I really believe you'll love this a lot. Like
Fresh.
a lot.
Fresh. Fresh is flavor.
Fresh. And it's so interesting because, look, I buy this stuff at the supermarket, but you think about all the preservatives and all the sugars and all the things, but that's not even the point. The point here is they don't taste as good as this.
Nothing tastes, oh, I can't wait until
I
can't wait until you try my cilantro hummus.
Yeah, I want to do a couple things because we are almost out of time. I want to remind you that this is our finest value of the day. If you'd like to order it, please don't wait. There are a couple of things that many of you have been asking about. Casey, one of the things people are asking about whenever is how do you clean it?
It's super simple. It's dishwasher safe. So you can put it on the top rack of the dishwasher, or here's another trick. You take your Blendtec jar, you add a little bit of water and a squirt of dish soap, and then just pulse it a couple times. It cleans itself. It cleans itself, which is amazing.
So some of you are asking about the capacity.
Yep.
So on the twister jar, the smaller one, that one's 37 and a half.
Yeah, and this jar here, it says 36 ounces for wet ingredients because it does aerate, so it's going to, build up. But when I pack it full of spinach and grapes, you can go right up to the 90-ounce capacity on this.
Awesome.
So this is party size. Let's just say that.
It is.
Especially if you're doing margaritas.
And I know that you've mentioned a couple of times that it is BPA free. Also, it's 1,560 watts, so tons of power with this one. Size-wise, it stands 15 and a half inches tall. So it should fit beneath most countertops. And that's important for a lot of people
Totally, because the other high-end competitive blender out there, you have to take that apart and store it in two separate pieces on your countertop because it's so tall. So here I'm doing a blueberry ice cream. So we're just talking about simple, delicious ingredients. You could even use the almond milk that we made early on here. We've got some protein powder in here. It's always nice to add some protein and it thickens it up as well. We've got ice and we've got frozen blueberries, and that's about it. You let your Blendtec blender do all the work for you. You hear it rev up, you hear it rev down. Add more ice if you like it a little bit thicker. Add less ice if you like it a little bit softer. And of course, because you're making a lot of it, you can always store it in an airtight container in your freezer until the next time you're hankering for ice cream.
Well, don't miss it. As I mentioned to you, we are more than halfway sold out on the day. This is a limited offer, and it's one day only, lowest price in the entire nation with the free shipping. And I love that this is $50 to try.
Exactly.
$50 with our easy returns, with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Remember, it's great for smoothies and great for other things, but it's just not a smoothie maker.
It's so much more. And
pizza dough maker.
Exactly.
If you want to make your meatloaf, you can grind your coffee in this. It is the top of the line at a really, really extraordinary value.
Delicious.
I have to try this.
Oh, go for it. I think about all the times in my life where I went the inexpensive route on things and then ended up regretting it.
You know what I've learned?
You end up paying more.
You end up paying. Haven't we all learned that?
I don't know why we keep repeating that pattern.
If there is one thing I have learned as I've gotten older.
Your words of wisdom.
Yeah. Always buy the top of line quality. Because you'll end up paying more.
You always
at the end of the day.
You always end up regretting it.
Because the cheap stuff doesn't last.
No.
And so you'll end up buying it again in another 2 years, and then buying it again in another 3 years.
And then you start resenting it and hating that item. How many of you have blenders that you hate because you know that you maybe cheaped out on the price and the quality, and it doesn't do the job for you? You know that saying, you get what you pay for? That really is the truth with this made in the USA, amazing product, commercial quality. So in that twister jar that's included.
Delicious.
How good is that? Okay, I can't wait till you try this next. So I've got chickpeas, I've got garlic, I've got cilantro, and I've got lime juice. This is a lime hummus, cilantro and lime hummus. Watch how quickly I get the job done. The twister jar allows you to mix ingredients that otherwise are really thick and sticky. So in just a couple of seconds, I mean, you can't go to the store and buy a gourmet hummus for, this is 89 cents or 70 cents. It's even less sometimes for a can of chickpeas and a little bit of lime juice and some herbs from your garden. You can't beat that kind of price. But really, you mentioned it before, Marlo, and I can't wait for you to try this. Fresh has a flavor that cannot be described because we're so used to prepackaged.
Yes, that's what it is.
Give that a taste.
Your family will instantly think,
oh my gosh,
you're magical. So we've got 2 minutes remaining in this show. Do it.
Oh,
I present a lot of products and we offer a lot of wonderful brand names. This is pretty phenomenal. And there are very few products that are made in the USA, as we all know that. And we all love that, right? Here's a chance for you to be able to get something that not only is top of the line, but you're buying it at an incredible value. Remember, just to buy the blender is like $4.50, just to buy the blender. So we're already well below the price that if on any other day you couldn't even buy the blender, but we're also giving you the second jar, and that second jar plus the spatula is $130. So not only you're getting the best value, but it's like we're throwing in extras. I'm telling you, there has never been a better opportunity for you to be able to get this blender. And you will love it. You will keep it on your counter. You will use it every day. $580 is what you would normally pay. You're paying less than $300, and you've got free shipping in the FlexPay. You've got your pomegranate red, you have your black choice, you have the seafoam, which is this pretty like aqua or turquoise look, and you also have the slate gray. But with only seconds remaining in the show,
oh, look at that soup. Cheddar
in
broccoli soup.
6 minutes, right?
No, in 3 minutes.
3 minutes?
Yeah, you're thinking of the one you have at home. That's 6 minutes.
The one that I overpaid for?
Yeah, the one you never use.
She's right, the one that's in my garage.
Yeah, this Blendtec blender, don't you dare insult Blendtec like that. This is 3 minutes. This is not 6 minutes.
And I think that's a wonderful way to end the show because we've all bought into the marketing of thinking other brand names are better.
Yeah.
The truth is, this one is considered to be the very best or one of the very best on the market. And today at HSN, we have offered to you the most wonderful way to get it. With your free shipping, with your FlexPay of under $50, you get the recipes to come along with it, and of course you get all of the extras as well.
Christmas come early. That's what it feels like. Hey, we should get our tables set up then.
No, we should. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I almost wish I could come with you with the box so that when you open it up and you try it for the first time, that you'll go, oh my gosh, I'm so happy I bought this. I want to say congratulations and thank you to all of you who ordered the Blendtec blender. Please continue to call. It will only be available today. Thank you, Casey, for being here. I'm holding in my hand a Rocky Mountain 20-ounce stainless steel tumbler. You actually get 2 of these, and these are wonderful tie-in to our today's special because it will keep your smoothies nice and cold, and it will keep all of your hot foods, your hot coffees, or your hot teas hot for a longer period of time. Hey, stay with us. We're going to be coming up with electronics right on the other side of the break.
Our Happy Place cleaning products
are made with plant-based ingredients.
which means less chemicals in your house, which will make it a happy place. People think, can it work well?
And it does. We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.
There's a lot of great benefits to cleaning with our Happy Place products.
If we can get your home clean, that's what makes your home a happy place.